Hello once again everyone and welcome to Kruznik's Sanctuary. I'm your host Kruznik X, alongside me is Arya Stormborn.
Hiya.
We are back in Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers for the Save the Queen questline. In the last episode, we met with Marsak of the Bozjan Resistance, who is looking to reforge Gunhilder's blades.
Do they really think about the names before they do this stuff?
They probably do. Why?
Nobody was thinking when they created that name then.
What, Gunhilda?
No. Masak.
It's Marshak. It's Marsak. M-A-R-S-A-K.
No, I'm pretty sure the R is silent.
I am going to slap you across the tits. Shadow Dragon 95 is in the Twitch chat and he's saying, I heard you eating chips, I only got the sound, not the video. Well, one reason is because I don't share my camera yet. And second, I wasn't eating chips. I was lifting something else.
What?
No, I was this.
Oh.
So it sounded...
Tylenol bottle.
Yeah, so it sounded like...
That's interesting.
It... Or you could just get a bag of chips and do it that way. Anyways, so we met with Marsak. He's of the Bozjan Resistance, trying to reclaim Bozja's Citadel from the Imperials. And we're just gonna get right down to it and do the next quest. The level 80 quest, Path to the Past. When you have finished your preparations, meet me at the dock and we can be on our way. Alright, off to the Doman Enclave. And now time for some of my favorite music. Oh yeah, on this character I haven't done the Doman reconstruction yet. I'll get to it eventually. Alright, let's speak to the airship pilot and witness some of my favorite music of all time. Coming aboard, sir. And we're back here. I love this music. should play host to the liberator of Doma and Al Amigo himself. I do not think you could be persuaded to help us. Basaljin, leader of the Bozjan resistance. Not the best choice for the job, if I'm to be frank, but I will bear the title all the same.
Bloody hells, man! You won't inspire much confidence speaking like that!
Hey, Geralt! You're quite right, Master Geralt. While you're here, won't you come and welcome our guest?
Don't I know you from somewhere?
Oh, I should mention that you meet Geralt during many of the relic quest lines, but I didn't do any of the relic quest lines on Senryo, so...
Ah, I know. You're that bloke what saved Eorzea from the Guardians or some such. Senryo, was it? What's the matter? You look like someone pissed in your porridge.
Eorzea's greatest hero, and their finest blacksmith. With the two of you here, our plan is sure to succeed. Would that Queen Gunhilda were here to witness this.
Oi, Senryo, just between us, I'm only here to pay off me debts to that black-hearted snake Rowena. She's been selling supplies to the Resistance, and they happened to mention they were in need of a smithy. So she went and told them I'm the greatest bleeding smithy in the realm, with skills that'd put Beidergot himself to shame. Can't rightly say I'm even half of what she claimed, but I'll do me damnedest. They're happy to ply me with good grub and even better booze, so play along, will ye?
Now that you're both here, I believe it time our plans be made clear. Misija.
Yes, of course. Our goal is to reforge the weapons wielded by Gunhilda's blades. Simple in principle, less so in execution. The weapons themselves and most of the text denoting the history of Her Majesty and her god were lost to the devastation in the Fourth Umbral Calamity. That said, we have managed to obtain certain pieces of information, and coupled with Master Geralt's knowledge and expertise, we have made great strides in reproducing these vaunted blades of Eld.
We've worked out the manner of weapons they wielded, their shape and weight, even the materials needed for me forge. But we've learned bugger all about what gives them spirit.
It is said Queen Gunhilda etched a holy inscription into each blade, thus granting them the power of the gods. Unfortunately, no records of any such engravings remain, but there is still hope. Though not but pale imitations, there once existed replicas which may very well have borne these inscriptions. Alas, they were lost when Bozja Citadel fell.
Do you know of the Bozja incident?
Yes, I do, although admittedly I do not recall it in detail.
That a worldly adventurer such as yourself would know of this is no surprise. If I may, I would share the tragic tale of our homeland. 15 summers passed. The Garleans were conducting experiments, seeking a means to make contact with the lesser moon, Dalamud. They believed the satellite to be possessed of immense power, and a lunar transmitter was erected in the hopes of harnessing it. But when the transmitter was activated and the signal sent, Dalamud responded with an immense blast of raw energy. The destruction wrought defied reckoning.
The Citadel, the relics of Queen Gunhilda's kingdom. Naught was left but smoke and ash.
Hope ain't lost yet, though. The Citadel's been wiped off the bloody map, aye. But there's still a way for us to find those inscriptions. Or so I've been told. An explanation better left to one far more knowledgeable than I.
Well, well, look who it is. For those of you just joining, for those of you who haven't watched a single Final Fantasy XIV episode, Mikoto was met during the very same quest line that I talked about in the previous episode, the Return to Evil East saga. Well, let's talk to her.
"'Tis good to see you again, Senryo. Though I had hoped to accomplish more before your arrival."
I'm sure your help will be as invaluable now as it was aboard the Prima Vista.
You are far too kind. If not for your heroism, Ramza and Alma would have...
From the onset of our endeavor, it was abundantly clear that one versed in etherology would be essential. We relayed this to the Alliance, who then introduced us to Mikoto. She is said to be one of our most brilliant minds among the students of Valdesian.
And yet it is my ineptitude that demands your presence here. I was all but certain that Geralt and I alone would suffice in this. Alas. The matter she speaks of concerns a long-forgotten practice of the holy men who once inhabited these lands. Utilizing uniquely aspected crystals, these seers were able to provide succor for those with ailments of the mind. They possess the ability to shape their very memories, removing those deemed harmful and replacing them, that the patient may find some semblance of peace.
I too dismiss the notion that such practices could exist. That is, until a recent excavation unearthed compelling evidence of their work. The crystals we believe were used in their healing. Unfortunately, we were unable to discern how they are meant to be used. It was at this juncture that we petitioned for Mikoto's assistance. Well, lass, made any progress?
My initial analysis suggests the crystals were artificially created at some point in the distant past. The materials used suggest they were most likely produced by the ancestral peoples of this area. What's more, their ethereal signature is strikingly similar to the oscillatory activity of brainwaves which, when made to resonate with the distinct frequency NRR-type harmonic vibrations of an individual's... I've done it again, haven't I?
Yeah, you've gone off the deep end.
I think a simpler approach is in order. Every living being is comprised of corporeal ether of the flesh, incorporeal ether of the soul, and the ethereal residue of their memories. Were one to be possessed of only corporeal ether, they would be but a walking corpse. Conversely, entities comprised of only incorporeal ether are referred to, in layman's terms, as ghosts. In either case, they may also retain some of their residual memories.
Aye, zombies and ghosts I follow.
These crystals are able to isolate and resonate with the ethereal signature of memories. This allowed the seers to probe the minds of their patients.
That's all well and good, lass. what if that mind ain't what it used to be? Or if they was too deep in their cups to remember what you're looking for?
An excellent question, Master Geralt. We are all possessed of two types of memory, explicit and implicit. As their name suggests, explicit memories refer to an active remembrance of previous experiences, while implicit memories are acquired and stored passively. For example, when making a new acquaintance, their appearance will become part of your explicit memory, allowing you to recall that information. Should a great deal of time pass without meeting, however, such recollection can prove difficult. Yet, in that moment, your mind also takes record of the sounds and smells of the location, the temperature, and so on. Perhaps a demonstration would better explain this phenomenon.
Don't we need some sort of spell?
Thankfully, that will not be necessary. When I was first told of the seers and their practices, I was immediately reminded of your ability to peer into the past. I believe these people were possessed with a similar gift, and it is for that reason they were chosen to serve as seers. Though I too am possessed of the Echo, I lack the ability to peer into the past as you do, and thus have been unable to wield the power of these crystals.
That's why we called you here.
Until now, I could do naught but posit theories. With your help, however, I may now put them to the proof. And you, Master Geralt, shall be my first test subject.
Geralt's the guinea pig. It looks like old Sandman Delta is on the chat lines, and he just redeemed 100 points for me to hydrate, so that's what I'm going to do right quick. Yeah. Which is good, because Geralt's lines are not easy to do. Or at least my voice of them. Anyway.
Senryo, I would like you to recall the last time you experienced the Echo. Concentrate on that feeling. Master Geralt, I need you to recall a memory of the past. It may be anything you like.
You better not go poking around in there, digging up something unsavory like. You hear, lass?
Please, Master Geralt, focus.
Here we go. Well, we're back here.
This is most unexpected. For reasons I cannot yet explain, it appears the Echo has allowed me to accompany you into this memory. You're a skilled smith, Geralt. There's no denying that. But you hoard money about as well as your liquor.
Well, what bloody good is money if you can't spend it? A man has to live a little, Rowena.
Aye, and it wouldn't hurt for a man to use his head, neither. With all that talent of yours, I reckon you could have amassed a small fortune by now. Could have been you sitting on the syndicate instead of Godbert.
As if I'd ever want to be anything like that doddering old half-dressed.
Yeah, people in glass houses, eh, Geralt?
Didn't realize my memory was so sharp.
As you can see, Implicit memory is surprisingly comprehensive. From the clear skies and ocean waves, down to the exact words of your conversation, everything appears to have been perfectly preserved.
Yeah, you weren't listening to that, were you?
Every time someone gives you good advice, you turn around and do the complete sodden opposite. I used to like that rebellious streak of yours, but now I see you're just a bloody idiot. Honestly, I don't know what I ever saw in you.
Whatever it is you think you saw, it ain't as if I've changed since then. And ye haven't neither. Still as beautiful as the day we met. Whoa, hold on a minute! I ain't never said anything like that! I swear on me last mug of ale!
Implicit memories, while quite comprehensive, are not always true to fact. In the case of painful or otherwise undesirable experiences, they can be obfuscated to protect oneself from hard truths. Our perception of reality can also distort them as well, even when first committed to the mind. Then, as time passes, such distortions can grow. Happy memories become more joyous, sad ones all the more bitter. Explicit memory is particularly sensitive to such misrepresentations of events, for man is wont to remember what is most convenient for his worldview. That is why we seek the implicit, for those we are most like to find the truth.
Well,
Yeah,
Still not used to that scene.
The truth! Rowena and me were only here a week ago. Don't tell me my memory's that bleeding unreliable.
a self-imposed delusion, perhaps. As I said before, the mind has ways of concealing painful memories.
Yeah, Gerald's freaked out.
I ain't feeling so well. If you'll excuse me.
As you can see, these crystals allow us to choose specific points in a person's past to observe at will. Unlike the echo, however, what we see will not always be as it really was.
Yet there still remains the matter of finding someone who has seen the replica weapons and their inscriptions. At this present juncture, you might as well be looking for a ghost. After the Garlean invasion of Borgia, it was all but cut off from the world. None were allowed in or out, meaning all of its residents, and likely any who may have glimpsed the weapons, died when the citadel was destroyed. What about soldiers stationed there who were away at the time of the incident? Bah! Even if we were able to find them, I doubt they could be persuaded to cooperate.
And more echo nonsense. This time courtesy of Mikoto.
No! Please! Lord Varus! No!
You saw it too. My visions, they... They are not of what has come to pass, but what is yet to be. Could it be the crystal allowed us to share my vision as well?
Mikoto, Senryo, are you two alright? Sid Garland, son of the monster behind the Meteor Project?
Well, he's a...
Come to think of it, Yugiri mentioned that Doma and the Eosian Alliance have been receiving support from Garland Ironworks. I thought that the company should use a moniker here, happenstance. But you mean to say Sid Garland owns this company? The son of Midas Garland lives. He must be summoned at once. If he was at the Citadel prior to its destruction, it is quite possible he may have seen the replicas. Fate is indeed a cruel mistress, pinning our hopes on a Guardian, the get of that bastard Midas, no less. Is there truly no other way? Basaljan, please! Very well. I only hope our fallen comrades can forgive us. Please, bring us this Sid Garland, for the people of Bosha, for all of Ilsarad.
This is an interesting way of bowing. I don't know where that bow came from, but let's talk to Best Chalgen.
I do not imagine he sympathizes with our plight, but from what I gather, he has no love for the Empire either. If that will suffice in persuading him to aid us, then so be it. I hear there are engineers stationed at Rogger's Reach. Perhaps you can begin your search for Garland there.
I haven't been to Rogger's Reach in quite a while. Not that I need any equipment. Alright, let's see. We're supposed to be coming here. Ah.
Say, aren't you Senryo? Savior of Eorzea, liberator of Alamigo, so on and so forth? The name's Lilija, newest recruit to the Ironworks. What can I do for you? The chief? Too busy by half, according to Jesse. Between you and me, though, I think it's a load of... Oh, do go on. A load of what? I was saying what a load of off your shoulders it must be, knowing the chief is back from whatever he was doing. Speaking of whom, Senryo said he wanted to speak with him about... What was it again? God damn it, Lilija! You might hear better than most, but you're a terrible listener. Would you mind starting again from the beginning? I see. Well, you just missed him. Senryo's wall is due for maintenance, and he had a mind to oversee it personally. That said, any matters concerning you are top priorities. I'll see if I can reach them. I take it this is an average day for you. Must be hard, always having to put on a brave face as you're thrust into danger. People tugging at you this way and that. Had like some sort of errand boy? Not that we don't appreciate what you do for us. Goodness knows I do. In fact, well, you see, I'm something of a fan. I knew the Ironworks worked with you on occasion, but I didn't think I'd have the chance to meet you in person. Can I shake your hand?
Gotta love fangirls.
Lilija! Sid being back took a load off my shoulders, not yours. Don't you have work to do? Oh, right. Work. Duty calls. But hopefully we'll meet again soon. Chief says he'll meet you at the Dome and Enclave. Not the most convenient of locations, but it'll have to do, I'm afraid. One more thing. The Bozja incident is something of a sore spot for the Chief. Even if it was just an accident, most people outside of the Empire remember it as a massacre. The Chief tried to put a stop to his father's experiment, but his pleas fell on deaf ears. Even now, he still blames himself for it all. I should have tried harder, he'd say. I should have saved him. I could have saved all of them. All that genius. And the man can't find a way to forgive himself. So if you're aiming to go digging through his past, be careful. I dread to think what demons he's got locked away in that brain of his.
Alright, let's speak with the Ironworks engineer.
She's tough as a Magitech armor plating when she wants to be, but her heart's in the right place. A shame she's always so busy. As are you, if I'm not mistaken. I won't keep you any longer. Best of luck!
We'll take the quick arm materia. Alright, one more quest to go, and that is the Bozja incident. But we will take a quick break before doing that. Until then, thank you to Arya Stormborn for joining us. And thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the show. If you're watching this on Twitch or live from PlayStation and you like the show, click the follow button. Be sure to turn on notifications so you're well informed. And be sure to subscribe to me for access to exclusive videos and live streams. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here and click the bell icon for notifications. Click here to watch more by me. Click here to watch the next episode, and click here to watch the previous one.